A small funeral procession from the Pena residence, culminating at the San Andres Roman Catholic Church, carries a small wooden casket aft of a pickup truck filled with mourners. The box contains the lifeless body of a newborn whose parents are still struggling to come to terms with her untimely death. Baby Lorraine Pena was pronounced dead at the Corozal Community Hospital just before dawn on Saturday. The circumstances at the time were unknown.
At 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning, about 2:30, before 2:30, my wife wake up in the morning and she screamed at me, "Love, baby's not breathing so good." So I jumped on the bed and I saw what? And I went to the baby and I see the baby is not breathing so good. So I rushed to a taxi man, Mr. Ernesto Certina, and he said, "Let's go to the hospital." And I jumped into the vehicle and my lady just told my lady, find my baby because she's going. So we arrived at the hospital at 2:35. As we get in there, I rushed straight into the doctor because I see no patient was there. So I laid the baby on the desk of the doctor. So he told me, "But the baby is dead already." I tell him, "Sir, but you didn't touch my baby yet and you don't give me an answer." And he said, "The baby dead long time ago." And I tell him, "Sir, but my baby is breathing through the road. What procedure are you coming on the road?"
The neonate was only 20 days old and had been delivered by cesarean section at the Northern Regional Hospital in Orange Walk Town 1 week after her due date. Despite being rushed by her parents for emergency medical treatment, the baby would not survive the trip to the hospital. In fact, her father contends that the staff on duty that night did not bother to check the child's vital signs before pronouncing her dead.
He called the nurse and he asked the nurse, "Nurse, how do you see this baby?" And the nurse said, "The baby is dead already." But I say, how can they get a conclusion if they didn't even check my baby? Minutes after that, they called the police. Cousin told me that is police case because the baby died on my house. But now, after the post-mortem and everything, it come out that my baby died at 3:05 a.m. How come? And I arrived at the hospital at 3:35. So how can it die at my house and I move from my house before 2:30? That I can't understand. I'm not finding a culprit. I'm leaving everything on God's hand. But what they did to me is unfair. I think that is negligence of the doctor because he should at least examine my baby in front of us.
On Monday, forensic pathologist Dr. Mario Estrada Brand conducted an autopsy on the corpse here in Belize City and found that the child had died as a result of malnutrition. According to Corozal police, a formal investigation is presently underway to determine the contributing factors in Lorraine's demise.
Cause of death, the doctor had remarked as being malnutrition. Again, it's a very sad state of affair in relation to the causes of death of that child. From the police aspect, what we will do is to ensure that we compile a file. As per natural death, that we believe a question or two need to be answered, we will be submitting the file to the Director of Public Prosecution for advice as to the way forward governing this case. I must be cognizant also, Isane, that the mother herself, along with the father, is presently faced with a sad case. It will be unfair and unwise of us, the police department, to go there basically at this point in time in a sort of investigative mood and continue to put basically that sort of pressure on them to answer questions. I think that we will definitely have some few questions for them, but as soon as they're in a better position to feel comfortable and relax to answer some of these further questions that we want.
Mr. Pena, do you accept what the police department is saying, that your child died as a result of malnutrition?
Well, concerning that, if it died from the nutrition home, they say that is the next answer. Why did they give it to my wife at Orange Walk when the baby born? That is my question. Why did the doctor give them?
Notwithstanding the many unanswered questions, the family says it will not proceed with any legal action against the hospital. Raul Pena, however, remains strongly convinced that all hope had been abandoned before an attempt was even made to save his daughter's life.
This is upon God's hand. I am not nobody to take over nothing. That God knows what He will do and make Him do it.
At the time of her sudden death, the baby had not yet been registered. Reporting for News 5, I am Isanik.